Hello, my name's Victoria Roberts. I'm a small animal vet, but I specialise in backyard poultry because I've had poultry myself for very many years and all different sorts. Today I'm going to talk about the pitfalls and how to look after backyard poultry and how to deal with the clients as well. We're going to be having lectures, we're going to be having hands-on with some laying hens which have kindly been lent to us for the day, poor things. What I want to do is to give confidence to the vets who are here today to, instead of drawing the short straw for a chicken, to actually look forward to treating it in the practice. Thank you. And it's very important to do it correctly because of the way they behave and also their respiratory system, which if it's squeezed is a welfare issue. So we'll come on to that. Now this is very bad, and this was actually on an RCVS leaflet, which made me very cross, and I jumped up and down and shouted at them because it's just awful. She is squeezing not only the breastbone but the back of the bird as well, and the bird cannot breathe properly because of all the air sacs. So that was not good. First, catch your bird. And if a sick bird comes to you in a cardboard box, well, that's easy. You just put your hand in the box and get it out because it's not going to go anywhere because it's sick. But when they're free ranging, a fishing net is very good, very useful. Doesn't hurt the bird, Anybody ever played lacrosse? I'm really good at this because of playing lacrosse at school. Good fun. Using a fence to help control the speed of the bird, because they're going to run faster than you. There's no way you're going to catch them if you chase them. Even speedy children can't do it. Trouble is, they know what the net is now. And you walk in holding the net and they go, uh-oh. Having got your bird, whether it's in a box or whatever, if you know what normal is, then you've got a chance of knowing what abnormal is, all right? So the positive signs of health are very important, and hopefully the birds that we'll have today will be nice and normal, so you know you can get that in your heads. And the pictures I'll be showing throughout today will be mostly abnormal, so hopefully we'll get there. If you're expecting every single hen to have a red comb, some of the breeds naturally have slightly different colours, let alone different shapes, and so just bear that in mind. And the eyes should be looked at and make sure that they're both the same each side. The colour of the eyes, some of them are really dark, which makes finding the pupil a bit tricky. The beak is keratin, and so it's always growing, and if they're outside and scratching about, then it wears down to the proper shape. A good weight, around about 2 kilos for a hybrid layer is good. We don't want them too fat because then the production suffers, and we don't want them too thin because they're not going to produce any food for us. It's very important to look under the tail to make sure the vent is clean. The shank is from the hock down to the toes, and that is covered in scales, and that should be nice and smooth, unless they've got feathered legs, of course, but it's only the pure breeds that do silly things like that. And the bird should be alert and active, obviously, but we don't always have that. Now this is a very good, normal, healthy head. This happens to be a boy. The comb is a single comb, so it's like a hand held up like this. There are lots of different types of combs. His eye is good and big and bright. His beak is the right shape and meets, because they've got very precise insect catching attitude of the beak. Very good. Here is the ear canal covered by short feathers to keep it from being invaded by foreign bodies. And the ear lobe underneath, which is not a pinna of any description, but it's known as the ear lobe, which is a bit confusing, That can come in different colours. Some of the birds have a white earlobe, and if it's a female with a white earlobe, it has to lay a white egg. They're genetically connected. And then underneath the beak there are wattles, and sometimes these can get damaged if the boys do any sort of fighting.